Barcelona's January transfer window is heating up, and big decisions are coming fast. With Ronald Araújo and Andreas Christensen sidelined, Barça are urgently searching for defensive reinforcements, and a surprise name is back on the table: Joao Cancelo. But does Hansi Flick really want him, or is a pure center-back still the top priority? In today's video we break down whether Barcelona should gamble on Cancelo's return, why Flick has doubts despite Cancelo's versatility, the best and worst January signings in recent Barça history, the ongoing Lewandowski versus Ferran Torres striker debate, and the incredible rise of Joan Garcia, praised by Lamine Yamal himself. Stick around, this one explains where Barça could win or lose the season. Barcelona are hoping to secure the signing of a new defender before the winter transfer window closes at the end of the month. A centre-back is needed to cover the absences of Ronald Araújo and Andreas Christensen, although the club has widened their search due to the options that have been made available to them. One being considered is the possible signing of Joao Cancelo, whose arrival would allow Jules Koundé to play as a central defender when required. The Portugal international, who spent the 2023-24 season on loan at Barcelona, will leave Al Hilal this month, and his desire is for a return to Catalonia. Barcelona have been internally discussing whether to go for Cancelo, who is also wanted by Inter. His possible arrival is not wholly agreed upon, and according to Marca, one of those with doubts is Hansi Flick. Flick has made it clear to Barcelona officials that he wants a centre-back in, which would indicate that he does not see Koundé as anything other than a right-back. Furthermore, he publicly indicated earlier in the week his desire for a signing to be made, but behind the scenes, he and sporting director have agreed that one will not be made for the sake of being made. Should Barcelona go for Cancelo? It will be difficult for Barcelona to sign Cancelo, even on loan. His salary is a no-go if Al Hilal were to demand all of it to be paid, so they would require the Saudi Pro League side to cover the vast majority in order for there to be any chance. Cancelo is appreciated from his previous spell at the club, and his ability to play on both flanks would be valuable for Flick. However, it is understandable that he generates doubts, given his defensive struggles. Two best and worst January signings Barcelona have made in recent history. Barcelona's January transfer window has often been a mix of urgency, risk and opportunity. Unlike summer signings, winter arrivals are usually expected to deliver instantly, with little time to adapt. Over the years, this approach has produced very different outcomes at Camp Nou. Some January signings have changed seasons and lifted the mood around the club, while others have quietly faded away, leaving fans wondering what the plan really was. Looking back, four names stand out when discussing Barcelona's January business. Two represent smart, timely decisions that paid off on the pitch. The other two underline how rushed planning and unclear roles can hurt even a club of Barcelona's stature. The worst January signings. Matheus Fernandes. When Barcelona signed Matheus Fernandes in January 2020, the move raised eyebrows from the start. The Brazilian midfielder, signed for €7 million plus €3 million on add-ons, arrived with little top-level experience and was immediately loaned out, which already hinted at a lack of short-term planning. By the time he was integrated into the first team, opportunities were scarce and trust even scarcer. Fernandes struggled to find a clear role. He was neither a deep controller nor a box-to-box presence who could raise the tempo. Barcelona's midfield has always demanded strong positional awareness and quick decision-making, and Fernandes looked lost in that system. In his short spell with Barcelona, he made a solitary appearance. He went on to win the Copa del Rey in 2021 despite playing a single minute, and at the end of the 2020-21 season, his contract was terminated. Jason Murillo. The loan signing of Jason Murillo in January 2019 was another decision driven by panic rather than planning. Barcelona needed defensive cover, but Murillo arrived without matching the club's playing identity. Comfortable in deeper defensive blocks, he struggled with a high line and ball-playing responsibilities. Murillo barely featured, and when he did, he looked out of sync with the rest of the back line. His time at the club passed quietly, without memorable performances or lasting influence. He went on to make just 4 appearances during the second half of the 2018-19 season, and understandably so, Barcelona did not opt to keep him beyond his loan tenure. The best January signings. Ferran Torres. Barcelona's decision to bring in Ferran Torres in January 2022 proved to be a forward-looking move. Unlike many winter signings, Torres arrived with a clear role and profile. His pace, off-the-ball movement and willingness to press made him an immediate asset in attack. Torres offers flexibility across the front line. He can operate on either wing or through the middle, something that modern managers value highly. Under Flick, this versatility has been crucial. Flick's system relies on wide players who press aggressively, attack spaces and contribute defensively. While consistency had sometimes been questioned, Torres' overall contribution has justified his signing. His influence has been quite particular under Flick's command as he finished the 2024-25 season with his career best tally of 19 goals in all competitions. This season he has effectively replaced Robert Lewandowski and is going strong with 13 goals in 22 matches already. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Few January signings have had an impact as immediate as Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Signed in January 2022, Aubameyang arrived with a point to prove and delivered goals straight away. His movement in the box, ability to attack space and calm finishing brought much-needed clarity to Barcelona's attack. Aubameyang's style suited a team in transition. He did not need many touches to influence games, and his experience helped settle a young squad. During his time under Xavi Hernandez, he played 23 matches in all competitions and scored an impressive 13 goals, playing an important role in winning the 2022-23 La Liga title. Barcelona striker debate continues as Lewandowski outshines Ferran Torres against Espanyol, report. FC Barcelona took a short trip across the city to face local rivals Espanyol at the RCD Stadium and came away with a 2-0 win. One could argue that Hansi Flick's men did not deserve it and that it was a very lucky night, but that would only take the sheen off Joan Garcia's performance. The truth is that Barcelona were second best for much of the game, and it took a worldie from Dani Olmo and a goal from Robert Lewandowski to secure the 3 points and a 9-match winning run for Hansi Flick and co. Now, as per Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona's striker debate continues to rage as Lewandowski, who has started the last 4 games on the bench, continues to push Ferran Torres for the starting berth in matches going forward. Ferran had a very poor game against Espanyol despite having space to exploit. His first touch let him down often, and he did not do nearly enough in the build-up compared with what the Polish veteran produced in the last 20-odd minutes. Lewandowski, meanwhile, refuses to give up on becoming a starter for Barcelona again, wrestling the position away from the Spaniard. It is a very difficult situation for Hansi Flick, halfway through the season. Every time you think the pendulum has swung firmly one way, the other does something to wrestle it back. Competition for places is good for the squad, but the standard is not one to be proud of. It remains to be seen whether the Pole is preferred ahead of Ferran in Barcelona's next game. Only time will tell how things play out. Lamine Yamal was left in awe of Joan Garcia after Barcelona's hard-fought victory over Espanyol, sending a short but powerful message to his teammate that summed up the mood in the squad: "You're crazy." The young goalkeeper delivered an outstanding performance on Saturday night, producing a series of crucial saves that kept Barcelona alive during difficult moments of the match. His display proved decisive, especially on a night when Barca were under pressure for long spells. Garcia's heroics did not go unnoticed. Dani Olmo and head coach Hansi Flick both publicly praised the goalkeeper after the final whistle, highlighting his composure and shot-stopping ability. The admiration continued online, where several Barcelona players joined fans in celebrating his performance. For Joan Garcia, it was a statement night, one that not only earned Barcelona 3 vital points, but also the full respect of his teammates, including one of the club's brightest young stars. Lamine Yamal was certainly impressed. He posted a picture of Garcia at full stretch on Instagram stories with the caption, "You're crazy." He also replied to Joan Garcia's social post after the match with the message, "Mother of beautiful love, what a goalkeeper." Plenty of Barca teammates also commented on Garcia's post as well. Ferran Torres wrote, "Increíble," Alejandro Bald went for "madness," Marc Bernal wrote simply "MVP," and Eric Garcia added, "Show wow, no doubts." It was certainly a memorable night for all the right reasons for Garcia, with his performance providing the platform for Barca to go on and win the game thanks to late goals from Dani Olmo and Robert Lewandowski. Barcelona's January strategy once again walks the fine line between necessity and risk. Signing Joao Cancelo could offer flexibility and experience, but it also raises questions about defensive balance and long-term planning under Hansi Flick. History shows us that January signings can either transform a season, like Aubameyang and Ferran Torres, or quietly fade away as seen with Mateus Fernandes and Jason Murillo. The margin for error is small and Flick knows it. Meanwhile, competition up front remains fierce as Lewandowski refuses to step aside, Ferran struggles for consistency, and Joan Garcia announces himself on the big stage with a heroic derby performance. What do you think? Should Barca bring Cancelo back, or focus only on a center-back? And who deserves to start up front next game? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for daily Barcelona news and analysis.